Yo, only one only one binding, we are good. I almost did it again. New day, new deal, we are so back, we are ready to beat this thing. Yeah, today's been kind of boring as usual, and as I promised, so if you want to hear about my nothing day, go right ahead, sit back and relax. Absolutely nothing happened today. Was at work. Work was boring as always. I don't know. I get the real, the feeling that, yeah, the reality is setting in that I'm just like, kind of trading my time for money, which is really, it really sucks. But at least the machine in the factory place is up and working again. But I don't want to talk about work actually. So if you stayed, I guess congratulations. You I don't fucking know. I don't know where I'm getting with this. Anyway, I just got off watching. I just got off procrastinating. I gotta be honest. But I just got off watching the first two episodes of Gachi Akuta, which is absolutely goated. It's even more goated in the anime. It's really interesting because I've read like 90 chapters or something, almost up to date. You know, back when I read it, I'm probably like 50 chapters behind now. But that's not the point here. The point is, it's really fucking interesting watching, like, the story is really good in the manga too, but it's just interesting watching the first, like, basically only the first episode has so much context that I just kind of forgot or missed, or like, it's the first episode, I didn't really think it was important because I've just been conditioned, I guess, to think that, oh, first episodes, they're nothing burgers. Just because of I don't really know why that is. Oh, I'm full HP. I'm good. I think just because of like old shows like, I don't know, Naruto, One Piece, basically the big three. The old like Dragon Ball is probably that too. I shouldn't slander Dragon Ball. I haven't watched it. But like all of these old ones that are like, their main shtick was that they needed some episodes, there needed some hype to be around them before the plot could actually get moving. But now plot just moves like immediately, and I don't think I'm used to that. It reminds me, wow, damn. Did not think you could pull that move when I was so close. That was kind of the point of sticking close to you. It was that you could not pull that move, but damn. Bro just did it anyway. It kind of reminds me, like, all the wild things going on is kind of reminding me of Chainsaw Man. Whoa, Thunder. Chainsaw Man being very loud, very, what's the word, rambunctious. I did not like saying that word. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Shit. I don't know, it's just, it's loud for the sake of being loud. I don't know, it's just good old fun. But, it's not really fun. I don't know, it struck me weirdly as woke, though. The whole, like, oh, they made an anime only about, like, it's very black and white, like the holy fuck, my door slammed shut. Like, they made this whole anime only for the message to be, oh, don't throw out trash, don't waste, boo, bad. But I don't know, it's just some goofy perspective I picked up on. But seeing as I've read the manga also for, like, a couple chapters here and there, I know that this is definitely not the takeaway. It's just a funny thought that I feel, I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel like that was kind of people could get off of the wrong foot on that one. Not really that it's a bad message or anything, but it's, I don't know, when a show is woke for the sake of being woke, I don't know how I feel about that. That's the same thing with Castlevania Nocturne. I don't know, it's goofy. But, the plot essentially being, I think I've explained it before, but let's just go over it again. The entire thing being about, the very first episode is about a guy who is, basically a society, not really a guy, but we get introduced to our main character, of course. But the society he lives in is incredibly fucking broken, and everybody is, like, there's a huge divide between rich and poor, and they are basically, they have divided up physically, like with a wall between them, the rich and the poor, and the rich guys are fucking rich as fuck, and they just throw out every single piece of trash that works fine. Like, the trash is still pretty usable for the lower class society people. Am I gonna get like a bunch of free hits here? I guess I am, kinda. Okay, I guess I fumbled that too. I guess I didn't. Alright, that was a really good Markov fight. I say it every time, but I'm so scared of Pantheon 5 Markov. Oh well. The main bit here is our main character. I don't know, I don't want to really explain the entire show. I don't really have much time anyway, even though I probably could yap on for hours, because this show is really good. But the main shtick here is, like, some of the things I don't really know if I want to say I missed them, but I kind of forgot about them, if that makes sense. Again, because it's been so long, and it's like the first episode, the first chapter. Like, I don't know, I just kind of forgot, like, what's actually going on. But this was a good reminder that, okay, we have this guy on the surface here, because, spoiler alert, the main character guy, it's basically like a floating island we get in episode 2. Spoilers, I guess. This whole rich people, poor people thing is going on a floating island, and, when they're done with their trash, they just throw the trash off of the island. But underneath is a whole other society filled to the brim with trash and, like, trash fucking monsters, and, like, a whole society of people trying to figure out, like, okay, what's going on here? Is there a way to stop these people from throwing trash at us? And I feel like, now having watched the first episode again, I feel like Recto, aka our main character's dad, he is way more, I don't know if important is the right word, but he knew way more than he let on. Or, like, than he, I don't know, this show doesn't really, that's a lie. I was about to say, it doesn't really hand feed you, like, it doesn't spoon feed you with, like, lore drops, information, but it, it kind of does, but it does it in, it doesn't do it in a bad way. I don't know if it does it in a good way, but it doesn't do it in a bad way. It's just kind of, it's a lore drop, what do you expect? So you get this whole lore about the class discrepancy, is that the right word? I don't know, who knows? Oh, my bad, gang. But, like, he was just running about in the higher society and, like, figuring out stuff. He also knew about the souls being attached to objects. That's kind of a thing you figure out as you land down in the pit. Is that, oh, I should probably move. Is that this entire everything has a soul. Every object has a soul, which is very Japan coded, of course, but everything has a soul, but Recto fucking knew that. No, I don't know if he actually knew it, but you get the feeling that he definitely knew for sure. And his dying words were like also kind of, the point being, why would the guards of the upper city, like, why would they go and just kill this guy if he didn't know something they didn't want him to know? Like, he was already a murderer. He was a known fucking killer. It's not like they didn't have excuses before to kill the guy. But I guess, yeah, this was okay. This here was fucking horrible. Decent run, horrible pure vessel fight. Let me chug my glass of water and head to bed. Delectable. Good night, gang. See you tomorrow for yet another exciting episode of what happened in my life. Boom, chugga, boom, boom, bam, bam.